Fnatic, Ice Noah, Spellslinger, Frostbolt, Inquisitor, or FinsB for short. A detailed explanation, leveling trees, and gear breakdown in POB notes section. Like and subscribe. Hi, hello, and welcome everyone. I hope you're doing great, having a wonderful time, and I hope that it feels good to play the game again for you, because it is for me. So let's quickly talk about the upgrades. The changes that I've done to the build is that I added the gull, right? So shrines make mapping so much nicer. I'm still working on a ring, nothing else really changed. Okay, the belt got an upgrade. I got this in harvest crafting. Speaking of harvest, I spec'd back into harvest. So we are going for delirium, essences, shrines, and harbingers, and then everything that you can get for harvest. And then Searing Exarch, because I'm trying to get omniscience and we need to kill a bunch of Searing Exarchs. Killed 4 so far, no omniscience dropped. Unfortunate, but it's not unlucky just yet, because it got nerfed. The drop rate got nerfed by a lot, which means that if I drop it, it's great. It's great. Anyway, I'll leave you with my dumb tab thoughts with Shaksu ramble about why the game being hard could be good. I genuinely believe that they could have done something with it and kept the hard monsters in the game, but changed like the entry level. They could have done something. Anyway, hope you enjoy the clips and have a great day. Bye. Need cocaine to be good noted. Okay, well, that's not what I mean. That's not what I meant. The league after the hotfixes, honestly, it's starting to feel normal again. Like, I am starting to have fun again in PoE, like in tier 16 maps, because I was still like technically having fun. Like, you know, going through these changes and experiencing difficult content can be enjoyable if, well, if approached correctly, which clearly we all didn't, or at least most of us didn't, me included. Like, for example, so what we know from before, right, is that you progress as fast as possible to tier 16s, you unlock all the bosses, right, you kill all the bosses, you get all the watchstones, and you blast the juiced up tier 16 content, right, tier 14 minimum, and then tier 16, which is not the case. Like, if they would have kept these strong rares, it would have changed the entire structure of, well, at least, well, kind of, yeah. It would have changed the entire structure of PoE's endgame, because then you would be stuck, well, I mean, well, yes, you are stuck, but it would be a natural part of progression, right? So you don't have any watchstones, and you're not pushing for tier 16 maps. You're just unlocking your whites, your yellows, and then you're investing into stuff like essences, right? Which in, like, even in white tier maps, like, sure, they are less likely to give the higher tier essences, but like in yellows it's pretty fine. Like, you get pretty much the same as in reds. So like, you would invest into those crafting options, for example, in harvest, like whatever you want to do, like temples, blights, it's still all there, right? It's technically less value, it's less power, less everything, but it's there. So some people, like parties and stuff, right, they can, well, but then there's another big issue, that there becomes even a higher gap in disparity between solo players and multiplayer players, party players, right? But it could have been PoE, right, where you don't have to push to tier 16s, you don't have to unlock everything before you can start blasting and enjoying the game, because technically we don't need all of this, everything that we have to enjoy the game, right? It's nice to optimize and push for everything when you can, but if you can't, which we were always able to, right? So it was a drastic change and everyone wasn't ready for that. It felt really bad that you were able to do tier 16 and high tier content, and then League starts, and without any prior warning, you just can't. Which means you're still going for the same stuff, but you can't. And you feel miserable because you think that something's wrong. It's not right, it shouldn't be like this. But if we would know that tier 16 content will be incredibly difficult, and you need a cracked build to do that, it would have been fine. Because then we would address it as that giga difficult content versus currently, well, it's bullshit. Because it's not supposed to be that. You see what I mean? Like, them changing it, like, I sat there, well, I'm a person that spends a lot of time thinking, okay? And I was thinking, and I thought that they could have kept it, and I was almost enjoying the difficulty, because I knew that I have to get better gear. I have to make the build better. I have to make it better to enjoy this high tier content. And now I'm struggling, and I was on the verge of going to tier 9 maps and farming, but then they nerfed everything back to normal values, right? So now I don't really have a reason to go down, because it's still fine in tier 16s. It's still a bit difficult, sometimes the essences get cracked, but yeah. PoE can be hard, and it could be fine if it's not everything that's hard, right? If the end game, like Uber bosses for example, we don't have to do that. And we know, because it was correctly delivered. The message was delivered correctly. That it's insane content, you shouldn't be planning on doing it unless you're like literally on cocaine, right? Well, no, but you know what I mean. Like actual Giga Chat builds, actual Giga Chat players, yes. Other than that, it's not for you. And there is no... Like, okay, there is a reason to do it, but it's just... You don't have to. It's there if you want to push, but you don't have to. And it could have been the same thing with tier 16s. It could have been the difficult content, the most rewarding content. It's technically just slightly more rewarding. Well, okay. You get Guardian maps from there, right? So, technically. But, for example, Synthesis maps drop from tier 11 and above. So, it would have been fine. If only they would have delivered the message correctly and... Yeah, like, they're communicating a lot. But then again, they don't deliver... They don't communicate the points that actually matter and game-changing kind of stuff, you know? A little bit weird. Need cocaine to be good noted. Okay, well, that's not what I mean. That's not what I meant. Well, but it is scientifically proven that cocaine does indeed speed up your brain. So, technically, it's not wrong. Technically, it's not right either, so... It's like the same thing as to enjoy something, you have to be drunk. Which is true, but not at the same time, right? Like, it shouldn't be that. I'm happy that they nerfed everything, but sad at the same time. That they didn't use the opportunity. Well, yeah, like, they would have just communicated it differently. Like, there would be a lot of backlash still, even if they would communicate clearly that tier 16 content is now not for everyone and not from the start. Would have been... I don't know, I don't think it would really hurt new players. Because, like, changing the rares throughout the whole game and making them insane from the, like, the very, very beginning, that's bad, I think. But if they would have been cracked absolutely out of their mind in tier 16s, tier 14s, 15s, 16s, right? Like, getting progressively harder the higher tier you go. Which is still the case, but even more to an extreme level. I think that would have been fine. And it wouldn't hurt new players because they would still be able to get to, like, I don't know, yellows, white maps, right? And still play the game and still enjoy the game. And then there would be a reason to push your builds. As, like, right now, the Uber content, the Uber content, it is to push characters, technically, right? That's why they added it. That's what they said. But now it's just for, like, literally 1% of people. Because, well, some of those fights are bullshit. You can't just invest a few exalts or a few tens of exalts and then clear it. It's just not happening. You need to invest into some cocaine first. Shield. Smudge. I need Calling Strike. Again, forgot. I guess I don't need it. What is this shit, man? Well, at least we got a gambling item. I like gambling items. In the name of Shaxu RNG God, bada bang, bada boom. Nothing changed. Nothing changed. Is that a sign to stop? Is that a sign to stop? No, 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 no. Oh my god. Oh, oh, wait. Plus 3, wait. What is that? wait, what is that? What was that? Okay, so that's plus AoE plus Proj, plus 1 max friends. So that's way better. Okay, way better. Wait, is that? Wait, that's Uber Shaper. Wait, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You didn't say anything about Uber Shaper. I was like, yo, that slam is a bit too fast. Bro, are you kidding me? Well, let's try, I guess. Bruh. You should remove the notes, I think. Oh, wait a moment. Yo, Mechanical God. See? Mechanical God slam dashed into the slam. Okay. Failed already. Oh, bullet hell? Yep. Okay, survive that. Ah, I got stunned. I got stunned by the ball. Yeah, no. See, I'm still in the budget starter setup. I'm not ready to kill over bosses. I'm sorry. Wait, what? There we go. No. Ah, there we go. No way. Yo, look at that number. Look at that number. I swear to God, this was not planned. What? One blue, one green. What do you? Really? Really? Okay, so tier 1 added cold. Going in with +1 all cold. Bada bang, bada boom. Rapture Goad. Light. Okay. Cold damage. Fire damage spells. Okay, but we saved the cold damage. This is the important thing. If I lose cold damage, it's bad. If I lose +1, it's okay. It's fixable. We'll go again. +1 cold and tier 1 cold damage to attacks. Bada bang, bada boom. Demon Call. Come on, please hit. Tier 1 cold. Okay, well, that would have been such a good name, Demon Call. Like, what is this? Entropy Gnarl. It's Gnarl. And a Demon Call. It's dope. Tier 1 cold damage attacks with +1 all cold. +1 all cold? It bricked. It bricked. Come on, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Bye.